definition of jading. These days on my mind. It's on my mind. Try to put a mother on my pace of feeling. One minute I'm growing, then the next I'm tripping. No, with somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it.
All right. Just so you guys know, Mr. Mika, come right over here, Mr. Mika. Come right over here. So we have Mr. Mika in the building. Can you introduce yourself and what school are you repping today?
Mika Robinson, Santa Lucia's High School. Go Chiefs!
Oh, so can you break the exciting news to everybody?
Yes, we're excited. We're an A-rated school this year.
Yeah, Santa Lucia's.
I swear that it's sweating me down, no. But tell me, who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of mine? Residual. Who's getting all of mine?
All right, just in a few moments, we're going to ask everybody to be seated. But in the meantime, I'm going to be going around and, pass the mic to any random person that we see where you guys going to share with us which school or which organization you are representing. All right, so I'm over here with, can you introduce yourself and what organization are you repping?
Sure, I'm Travis Conway with the Aetna W Runner Education Center, where we provide aftercare and a lot of services to the Jupiter community.
All right, Aetna Runner Tutorial repping Jupiter. So next to you is this young, beautiful lady right over here. Can you introduce yourself and what organization you repping?
I am Stephanie Slater Goldfuss, and I am with Lesser, Landy, Smith, and Siegel.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, I'm next to this young lady over here. She's going to be introducing herself and the school that she's repping.
Dr. Joan Pierre Jerome, proud principal of J.C. Mitchell Elementary.
J.C. Mitchell Elementary in the building, everybody. All right. So this young man right here, he think he could hide from me. You are not hiding from me, mama. You're not hiding from me. I was about to say, you're gonna tell everybody your name and also what are you representing today?
Okay, I'm Joe Lee. I represent the North Region as an instructional superintendent.
Awesome. We have the North Region Superintendent in the building, everybody. All right, what about you, honey? I love the hairstyle, by the way.
Camille Long, representing the North Region Palm Beach County School District.
Awesome. Yes. Ooh, look at this young lady. I love the smile. What? All right, can you tell us what organization you repping? Your name and the organization you repping?
Lindy Harvey, Spirit of Giving.
All right, Spirit of Giving in the building, everybody. Yes. So you had a big event a few weeks ago. Yes. Can you let us know what was that event all about?
Back to school PBC. We served over 12,000 students. Got everything they needed to start the school year.
Oh man, 12,000 students. Wow. At 3 different sites. And they have everything that they need to start school next week. School's next week. Thank you for everything that you do, Miss Lindy.
You.
Also, Spirit of Giving in the building, everybody. All right, we have DJ Supernova on the ones and twos. DJ Supernova on the ones and twos right now. We're making our way over here. How you doing, Mama? How you doing? Can you tell everybody your name and also who are you repping today?
My name is Claudia Mejias. I'm the proud principal of Westgate Elementary School with the Palm Beach County School District. And I know you.
Awesome. All right, we got Miss Claudia in the building, and she's repping Westgate Elementary.
And hope this night will last forever. Ain't nobody loves me better than me. Makes me happy this way. Makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody but me loves me better than me. Ain't nobody loves me better than you.
All right, once again, the program is about to begin. Everyone, please be seated.
My name is JP Barbarigos, owner of Wellington. My name is JP Barbarigos, owner of Wellington Florist. I'm a third-generation florist. My grandfather was a florist. My dad got into the business. I grew up in a flower shop, sweeping the floor and scrubbing buckets. We've been the #1 shop here in Wellington since 1991. We've won many awards over the years. We have relationships going back 20 plus years with businesses and locals in the community. We sponsor all kinds of events, nonprofits. People don't think that they can call me same day and get something totally unique and custom, and they can. I'm more than just Wellington. I serve all of Palm Beach County. The Chamber has made it possible and really spread the word that we do go outside of Wellington. We have 35 employees, 6 trucks, and we serve 1,200 square miles in Palm Beach County. We've grown so much in the last couple of years since joining the Chamber, and now we've grown into all this. It's been an amazing journey. Interaction and connections I've made and relationships I've made through the Chamber have really helped me achieve that marketing goal. That face-to-face connection you make at every little mixer or after-hours networking event really helps reinforce that relationship you have with the person you're talking to, learning about what they do, how they impact the community, and learning how I can help them impact the community in other ways through flowers. I'm very proud to represent Chamber of Commerce of the Palm Beaches. We are PBC built.
All right. Now it's time to begin our program. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the stage our Suncoast High School incoming sophomore, Maya Gupta.
Good morning. It's my honor to welcome you to the Chamber's 2025 Back to School Breakfast, the future of education and workforce readiness. Today, we'll explore how education creates a pathway to opportunity and how schools and businesses can work together to prepare students, like me, for the world we're stepping into. We are especially proud to welcome over 110 public school principals from across Palm Beach County who have joined us this morning. Thank you for the leadership you bring to your campuses and for the impact you make on students every day. We're grateful you're here. We have an exciting program ahead. First, you'll hear from a panel of leaders who will share insights on workforce readiness and how technology is reshaping the future of work. Then Superintendent Michael Burke will deliver a focused update on the School District of Palm Beach County. After the main program, which will end at 9 a.m., we'll invite our principals and business leaders to stay for a special 30-minute session on building stronger partnerships between schools and businesses right here in the Palm Beaches. Now, at this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for the national anthem performed by incoming sophomore Chase Bauer of Kravis School of the Arts.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh man, you sure representing the Kravis School of the Arts so well. What? One more time, everybody, give it up for my man Chase. All right, at this time, please help me welcome to the stage the chairman of the chamber, my man, Michael Davis.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see such a strong turnout for this year's back-to-school breakfast. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here early on this Tuesday morning. At the Chamber, we've identified some of the key ingredients or the DNA of a good business community. Clearly, it is good businesses, small and large, but it's also some of the other things that are necessary, and education is a big part of that business DNA, and this chamber recognizes that. Before we get into the program, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the many elected officials who joined us today, some of the VIPs and civic leaders who are also with us. We'll start with Palm Beach County Commissioner Greg Weiss, West Palm Beach Mayor Keith James, Palm Beach County Commissioner Christina Lambert, Green Acres Deputy Mayor Susie Diaz, Palm Beach County Commissioner Joel Flores, Village of Wellington Councilwoman Maria Atuna, Village of Wellington Vice Mayor Tanya Siskin, Village of Wellington Mayor Michael Napoleone, Village of Wellington Council Member John McGovern, our State Attorney Alexia Cox, the tax collector for Palm Beach County, Ann Gannon. Palm Beach County School Board member, Marcia Adams. School Board member, Edward Ferguson. School Board member, Erica Whitfield. School Board member, Karen Brill. School Board member, Virginia Saviato. Florida House of Representatives, Tay Edmonds. Port of Palm Beach Commissioner, Dr. Deandra Poole. The Deputy Superintendent and Chief of Schools, Jamie Wyatt. Matt J. Lane, School Board member. James Gavriolas, President and CEO of the Education Foundation of Palm Beach County. Thank all of you for joining us today. It's a great testament to how important education is to Palm Beach County. We're also deeply grateful to the sponsors that make this event possible. Thank you for our presenting sponsor, Kaiser University, our education sponsor, Cloud Labs Learning, our community partner, Palm Harbor Marina, and special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Nicholas Children's, and our silver sponsor, our own Florida Atlantic University. These events don't happen without a lot of hard work and effort, and I really want to thank our incredible chamber team who worked so hard to put this program together. And thanks Maya Gupta and Chase Bauer for helping us open the morning with such a meaningful way. Let's give a big hand to those two young. And finally, I want to thank my colleagues on the Chamber Board of Directors for their continued leadership and support of the Chamber as we continue to elevate this Chamber into new and better things. It is our mission to serve Palm Beach County as the Chamber. Now it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage to say a few words Dr. Jennifer Illes, President of Kaiser University and today's presenting sponsor. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everybody. That picture does not look like me anymore. I went for the Florida blonde look, I guess. I'm getting gray. So good morning, welcome. Thank you so much to the Chamber of Commerce of Palm Beaches for having all of us here this morning. I want to say a special thank you to the colleagues sitting right here at table 3, Kaiser University. Thank you so much. We're your presenting sponsor. I have about 3 minutes to talk, and I'm going to use 2 of those, okay? I hope you're enjoying your breakfast. It's lovely. Thank you to all the service staff here that's helping out. You guys are doing an amazing job. Here's a couple of pictures of us at Kaiser University. We have about 20,000 students at over 20 different campuses. Most of those campuses are in Florida, but we have an international spread at Nicaragua, Spain, places that you would love to visit. You know, one of the things that most people will think, where is Dr. Gary Vonk? He is my colleague, and he is at the other West Palm Beach campus. We know that campus as the residential campus, and yes, there are big plans. Many of you already come up to me and said, hey, are you expanding? So Dr. Vonk is not here, but I'd like to share with you all some of the things that are going on at our university. We have 4,000 staff and faculty. We're going to be talking about that in part of the panel discussion today. And what is the mission of Kaiser University? So there's many different educational institutions here. Many of them share the same type of vision and mission. Our mission is extremely long. It's got about 10 sentences there. It talks about the different type of format that students can study at. But basically, Kaiser University is a nationally accredited private institution that focuses on career-specific programs through a student-first committed philosophy and graduating students towards their career path of their choice. So we're career focused. Here is the information. If you want to come visit us, please come visit us. All the elected officials that have been mentioned here, we will welcome you into our campus. Come check us out, see the new things that we have for the community. We are on the corner of Jog and Okeechobee, and it's supposed to be funny, but I haven't heard any laughs yet. There's my face up there, and then Dr. Gary Vonk's face. We're about an 8-mile radius from each other, so again, he's on Military, the flagship campus, which is a traditional type of college campus and atmosphere, which has your residential housing and sports. West Palm Beach really serves a lot of the, I'll call it, second career choice students. We have 800 students at our campus. The average age is 30, and we have a lot of classes that run from 6 to 10 p.m., so our campus is open late. Different programs. We are not just a nursing school. Kaiser University is known for its nursing, but we also have other programs. At our campus specifically, we are known for our allied health programs, OTA, PTA. We have representation from our RT program here today, but we'll also have things that are important that we're talking about in our panel today: cybersecurity, IT, forensic science. So I encourage you to explore all the campuses. We have 26 programs at our particular campus. All right, and I want to thank you again for letting us be your annual presenting sponsor here today. Thank you, everybody.
It's my honor to introduce our education sponsor, Cloud Labs Learning, whose support made it possible for more than 110 public school principals to join us here this morning. Please join me in welcoming to the stage the CEO of Cloud Labs Learning, Giovanni Orozco.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Michael, for this space. Thank you to Superintendent Burke, board members, panelists, educators, and business leaders. As a chamber member, Cloud Labs is honored to address how do we prepare students for today's career as AI is here. I am an electrical engineer who started as a vocational teacher. In my work journey, I realized the importance of understanding trending technologies. This led me to a PhD in AI, and it compels me to suggest you spend time deciding how to address this in classrooms. It is not a threat, it is a huge opportunity. However, while many are concerned about integration, I see too few focused on instilling the mathematical and cognitive foundation empowering every student. This isn't just about AI, VR, or IoT. It is about fostering an approach, integrating all disciplines for lifelong skills. Most are focused on using or restricting AI prompts, but very few ask, how do we teach students how AI works? Because at its core, AI is mathematics. Basic concepts are already included in Florida standards, like probability, linear algebra, differential equation, integrals, and vectors. But we must connect these concepts to AI. It is not just coding. Programming today is more about applying mathematical techniques predefining libraries. The real challenge is transforming didactics. Schools must promote learning by doing through challenges and projects, integrating disciplines as STEM teachers, but in all subjects. That way, technology becomes an accelerator. The revolution isn't just AI, it's transforming the learning methods, redesigning classrooms where students can make decisions, collaborate, assume roles, and gain autonomy. Work for readiness and foundational skills must start now. At Cloud Labs, we merge transformative didactics with gamification. Students apply concepts to real life, building critical thinking, creativity around technical skills, like students optimizing a virtual supply chain using probability to win. Our AI-driven virtual labs, hybrid labs, and VR experiences give students and teachers a compelling path to need the skills. By grounding innovation in fundamentals and transforming how we teach, we won't just prepare students for the future workforce, but empowering them to shape it. Thank you very much, everyone.
Educators around the world are already transforming the way they teach. Educators around the world are already transforming the way they teach. What are you waiting for to experience Cloud Labs?
Actually, it's something that we should continue to push in all aspects and all levels. The fact that it's STEM is awesome because we are encouraged as educators to be intercurricular, very intercurricular.
The role that Cloud Labs is going to play, I believe, in preparing our students for the future is the topics that are being presented to them in Cloud Labs are topics that are applicable to real life experiences.
Very good for the students to make mistakes and not feel bad about making mistakes, because we had a teacher up there simulating using the platform and she made lots of mistakes, and it was very fun to check yourself about your mistakes.
Today we prepare students for the jobs of the future, guide them toward higher education, and ignite their passion for science and technology. Real learning happens. It's not about getting it right the first time. It's about practice. Experimenting, analyzing, and applying knowledge. We've seen students move from early struggles to true mastery. Now they're transforming that mastery into their future careers, fueled by the same lifelong learner mindset. Curious, virtual hands-on, ready to solve complex problems and lead innovation. Cloud Labs, where learning becomes action.
All right, special shout out to my man Giovanni for bringing Cloud Labs to Palm Beach County. Yes, so we have a phenomenal panel discussion that's going to be happening, and to do so, it's my man, the president, the CEO of the chamber. Give it up for Michael Zay.
Give a round of applause for our DJ, Will and Digital Vibes. Panelists, please begin making your way to the stage. We're here today to talk about the future. And yes, that means AI. These days, AI can write your presentations, generate code, even help you run your households. But somehow on school days, it still can't get my kids up before 7 a.m. If any of our educators in here have figured out how to crack that code, please come see me afterwards. I want to hear about that. On your tables today, you'll find copies of the 2025 Education Guide to the Palm Beaches. This full-color publication is a resource for our community, and we want to say a big thank you to Passport Publications for producing this beautiful award-winning book. Led by Robert Kirshner and his team who are here with us today, please stand and be recognized and take a bow. It's truly a privilege to welcome you to this conversation about the future of education and workforce readiness in the Palm Beaches, a topic that touches every student, every family, and every business in our region. As industries evolve and new career paths emerge, Palm Beach County has the opportunity to lead in aligning education with the demands of tomorrow's workforce, especially in the age of AI and rapid technological change. This morning's panel will explore how the business community and education leaders are working together to prepare students for future success. We'll dive into best practices, partnerships, and opportunities to strengthen our talent pipeline. We're honored to be joined by a group of exceptional leaders. With us today, we have Dr. Ava Parker, president of Palm Beach State College. Nathan Green, Vice Chancellor for Government and Community Relations at Vanderbilt University. Dr. Jennifer Illes, who we've met already, President of Kaiser University. And Superintendent Michael Burke, Superintendent of Palm Beach County Schools. You can give a round of applause, okay. He does a great job. He's earned it. Today's panel will be moderated by Palm Beach County School Board member Erica Whitfield. Full bios for all of our panelists are available at your table via the QR code. With that, please welcome Erica Whitfield to moderate.
Thank you so much, Michael. This is such a pleasure and an honor to be here. Thank you so much to the Chamber for having us. And I really appreciate you putting the time in to talk about education at the beginning of school every year. This is such an important time. Right now, we have all of these principals in the room with us. This is an honor, I think, for all of us that you recognized that the principals are such leaders in the community and brought them to a business breakfast where they can then integrate with each other. So thrilled about that. And we are 6 days away from the beginning of the school year. Very exciting. So amazing that they were even able to walk in the door right now. I'm a school board member for Palm Beach County School System, but I'm also a mom. And this year I have a kindergarten student coming in for the first time and a 12th grader. So I have both ends of the spectrum and I'm seeing it all. AI is changing everything, including the way we work. We are entering a world where interacting with computers is becoming as simple as having a conversation. With the rise of natural language programming, sometimes called vibe programming, you no longer need to know how to code. You just describe what you want, and the AI builds it. That shift will fundamentally change how we run businesses, design systems, and educate people. AI voice-based conversations interface like Siri and Alexa will soon replace the keyboard in many everyday business tasks, from customer service to scheduling to operations. This morning, we are not just talking about education. We're talking about how we prepare the workforce for tomorrow to thrive in a world where students know what is important, how they think, communicate, and adapt may be even more important. Right now in Palm Beach County, there are more than 31,000 open jobs, but 27,000 people are unemployed. That gap is not just about job creation, it's about aligning skills and readiness. We are proud to welcome some of the county's top education leaders, and I'm thrilled to be here with them today. And as I mentioned, principals in the district around to join this conversation alongside our business community. Because no one can build the future of talent alone. It takes us all through partnership. So, and yes, just so you know, because I think this is important to be transparent, this speech was built with the help of AI. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and get started with some questions. First questions I'm going to ask are for all of our panelists. I'd love you all to jump in. Please, let's have it be a conversation as we go forward. I'm going to come sit with you as well while we do this. But I would like it if, you jump in and really answer questions as you see fit on these first questions, and I'll let you know when they're specific for someone. So the first question I want to ask you is, if you had to design a college curriculum today just for the business leaders in this room, what is one course that you'd add that doesn't currently exist? Dr. Parker, you'd like to start?
Sure. So if I had an opportunity to design a class that would work for everyone in this room, I've thought about it, Erica, and I think that it would be, it's a 3,000 level course, and it would be known as FC squared, and that is called Fake Check, Fact Check. That is that, there's so much out there and so much that we hear, and I think everyone says that so many believe that once they see it, then it must be true. So if there were a course that could actually, could be designed to help us to understand how and when something is real and when something is fake, I think it would be very valuable for everyone in the audience.
Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Mr. Burke, no pressure, but do you want to jump in and agree wholeheartedly with Dr. Parker that we need that in high schools?
Sounds like a good idea.
Anyone else want to jump in?
You're very thoughtful, Dr. Parker. Wow. I really like that class. The class I thought about was focused on educational institutions, and I would call it maybe the invisible advantage, culture shaping strategy, and the class would all be about culture. So most of us know in offices or businesses we have strategic plans or strategic directions, and that will help guide us. We can execute those plans, and that's going to help move the needle a bit, but what's going to really help is that culture. Culture is often invisible. It's what you felt when you walked in through that you know, the musicians, young musicians playing? Did you dance? Did you clap? Were you tired and yawning? What is the culture you experience at your institution when you walk into a place at work? That invisible culture is important for those CEOs, the principals, the presidents, the superintendent, those leaders that are here, program directors that I see in the audience, medical doctors. You set the tone for this culture. The culture is you. You don't influence culture. Culture drives behavior. It helps decisions. It can help build trust. So I'd build a course around culture.
I love that. And it's the make or break of many of our businesses, as we know in this community. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. Mr. Green, please.
Well, I'm already trying to figure out online how I register for Ava's course. I'm not quite sure I'm ready for a 3,000 level course, but we'll do the best we can here. I liked what both of them said, because I think both courses, the ability to be a critical thinker is going to be essential as we move forward. Because if you can't really determine what's fake and what's not fake, if you're not challenging, if you're not ready and willing to learn, then you're going to be left behind. And the idea of culture really matters. I mean, because you can go to schools or universities that have a culture, that buy into values, and they feel differently and they act differently and their results are different. So I think from our standpoint, we want to build critical thinkers. You know, Erica, you made a really interesting point, and that is AI. I mean, for years, when Amazon came to Nashville, one of the things, and they came to our campus, and we said, well, what do you need? And they said, we need so many coders by such and time. I mean, who's really studying to be a coder now, you know, with AI? So I think it's really important that we have critical thinkers, that we're building culture, because these young men and women are then going to go to a business, and then they're going to add to that culture. They're going to build to that culture, which will make that business or that enterprise more successful. So I think, you know, soft skills is such a huge label that is used so often, but it's really, really, really important in today's environment. Adaptability, the ability to communicate with one another, to listen to one another, to evaluate and critically think about things, and then to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Be willing to buy into that culture. That's where a community thrives, and that's where America becomes, you know, greater than what it is now. And so our challenge is to navigate and build curriculums that fit that need. The other last point I will make is that any future curriculum, and we're very adaptable at Vanderbilt. We actually, when Amazon came to Nashville, we said, well, what kind of curriculum do you need? You know, we're not so rigid in our process that we're saying like, well, we're Vanderbilt, you're gonna, you know, if people want to come here, this is how we do it. I think it's important from an educational standpoint. This will probably be a common theme. This is a partnership. We need all the employers out here to engage and to be partners with principals on the front line. We need to focus more on STEM. We need to focus more on some of these other programs that for a long time have been kind of left behind, and become partners with these local schools now, and then become partners with higher education institutions in developing curriculum to meet your needs. Because together, we can really stay ahead of the curve a little bit.
I really like the focus on our needs. This is what I think we all need as business leaders. So yeah, let's give a hand of applause to that. Mr. Burke, since we already know that you love that class, I'm going to start you with the next question. Is that okay? So now that we know we have Dr. Parker's class in our back pocket, and we are all going to be taking this class, with tools like AI analyzing data and making predictions, how do we ensure that students are prepared to lead and continue to utilize their own critical thinking? I think this is crucial for our high school students, and not just rely on technology while also preparing them for an increasingly tech world. Hard question for you.
Yes, no, I feel like AI is something we have to embrace in our schools. You know, it's another tool. I've been around long enough to see the personal computer take hold, you know, before that calculators, but we've kind of welcomed it.
He had a calculator watch.
What's a calculator? Is that an app on my phone?
It is.
He's still very proud of that calculator
There was a
watch.
lot of reservations initially that it would lead to widespread cheating and plagiarism, and I don't think that's really the case. We've been able to kind of use it in a responsible manner, and I want our students to develop that higher order thinking, that when they're using AI, they can set the parameters, they can boil it down to what's fact versus fiction, as Dr. Parker suggested, you know, being able to sort through the noise. But absolutely, I mean, I think we're just scratching the surface with AI in our school district. I'll talk about later this project we have with Conmigo. We are utilizing ServiceNow, which is big in the private sector, where we can start, our HR call center, our transportation. How can we leverage these tools to provide better customer service to all of our families? And absolutely, I think it's going to be a non-negotiable that everyone has those skills when they graduate.
Absolutely, I think so. Anybody else want to jump in on that question? Dr. Ellis.
Just simply, I think one of the strategies that worked at our institution is we developed an AI policy, finally, which was kind of long coming, but we needed people that were functional experts on the committee to develop the policy, so that took some time. One thing that I think was very interesting is that one of the classes is a psychology class. There's a lot of essays in that. You might be, dreadful essays, and students are actually now part of the assignment to use AI, do an essay, but reflectively, with their own human-centric abilities, critique the AI essay. Look for potential algorithm issues, ethical dilemmas, and provide their personal opinion on what that essay was like. So that was a good strategy.
That's awesome. Also, I know there's some people in this room that may go unnameless, Sean Cooley, who know when I've done something on AI. He can detect it, and he says, you need to redo this. Okay, so let me jump with Dr. Parker, if that's okay with the next question. What is one way Palm Beach State College is listening to business leaders and responding faster than before?
I think it's something that Nathan touched on earlier in his response. The idea is that as academic institutions, from our school district on up to the other institutions represented here on the panel, the idea is that our ears are bigger than our mouths. That is, that we want to hear from business leaders because we want to understand what it is that you want our students to be able to offer you when they come out with this credential. So this idea of on-the-job training, or at least once you learn the credential, we're going to put you into a training class. We find that is something that is an old theory. We prefer for our students to be ready to go to work once they receive the credential right away. So we'd like the kind of partnership that you tell us what you need so that we can provide that training while they're still with us, so they're ready to go to work day one. Which is even a better way of saying if they could internship, or if they can have an internship with you, or if it is that you know exactly what your working environment is going to look like, and if I can in turn prepare a lab on my campus so that my student is in that environment as they are learning, then that means that we've saved time and that you want to hire our students. What's interesting about us is about 80% of our students would prefer to stay in Palm Beach County when they graduate. So how is it that I can make sure that they're ready to go to work for you and that you want to hire them and that they're employees of choice versus the need to, you having a need to go outside the county or outside of our community to find folks to hire? I'd say it's expensive to live here, so it's cheaper to hire somebody that already has a house in the community than it is for you to bring in somebody from a different state. So isn't it a better use of your resources to work with us? We can train that student who's ready to go right to work. They already have a house. They just want a better house and a better job. I think that leads to a better community because we are really training those who want to be here, who already love Palm Beach County and understand it.
I think every business leader in the community is agreeing with you right now. It is so difficult to hire from outside this community, so if we can grow our own, that is really wonderful. Mr. Green, can I ask you, as someone currently building an education institution from the ground up, and thank you for that, what's one thing that you think that the business community needs to better understand about preparing students for tomorrow's careers?
Yeah, it's just that, they have really the same opportunity that we have, and that is, okay, what do you need in a workforce? What are the talents? What are the skills? We stay embedded into our community. We're building a business, a second campus for our business school in this community. And the reason why we did it is because the ecosystem in those fields of study, AI, data analytics, fintech, it's strong. It's where a lot of talent, a lot of capital has moved from really all over the country, telling you what you already know, but has moved into this community. If our ecosystem in Nashville for those type fields of studies was as strong in Nashville, I wouldn't be here. We came here because of this ecosystem. We came here because of the private sector, but now the private sector is having to adapt to AI and all the other things that are happening. So that's why, again, back to the original point, those partnerships are really, really, really important. We can be a great partner. We are very flexible, and that was part of the appeal to be here, is that we saw a lot of potential higher education partners that were doing really the good work and contributing to what this community is now so attractive for. And because of that, culture and all the other things really kind of came into play. So from our standpoint, it's reminding the employers and our colleagues over on the private sector, hey, we're adaptable. What do you need? You need to be thinking in that mindset as well. And because it takes two to partner. And, you know, there are times when, especially when people are, like hospitality, Nashville's known for its hospitality and tourism aspect of it, but you have employers who aren't as interested in workforce development programs for their employees because those employees want an upward mobility outside of that industry. And so how do we work together to make sure that someone who's got a house in the community, like Dr. Parker just said, but wants a nicer house, can then partner with us? I will say that, you know, about 5 years ago, Vanderbilt, when people asked about workforce development, we said, hey, it's a big issue because, you know, we have trouble finding talented people to work for us. We're one of the largest employers in Middle Tennessee. If you combine the entire Vanderbilt brand, the medical center and the university, we're the second largest private employer in the state of Tennessee, second only to FedEx. So we have a problem hiring talented people. I think about 5 years ago, we basically said, and it's kind of a leadership, we were afraid that it would change our perspective as a research university if we started engaging in these really, really frontline, important and impactful programs with our colleagues, with the community colleges and with others. And about 5 years ago, we said the need is too great and that this is what we have to do. So we've really done that. We've kind of now participated on the other side of the balance sheet here, not just as an employer, but as someone who's rolling up their sleeves and really trying to help move the needle. And so that's the same commitment we're bringing down here, is there is a lot of great things that are happening. Where do we fit in? Where can we bring value? But it takes two to tango, and I would tell our colleagues, and we tell them a lot in the Nashville area, is you are a great predictor of where your industry is going. Let's not build curriculum around jobs that are needed today. Let's build a curriculum around jobs that are needed 5 and 10 and 12 and 13 years down the line. That's the sign of a growing community.
I appreciate, thank you, please. I appreciate you talking about the partnerships in the room. I think that is one thing that makes Palm Beach County very special. These meetings that we're having with the chamber to be able to engage each other, network with each other, but also the way that is contributing to education here in Palm Beach County, and with the addition of Vanderbilt, we're very grateful for that. Mr. Burke, I'm actually going to jump ahead to you because we, very similarly, what are some of the most exciting or effective ways the business community is already partnering with our schools, and how can we do more of that?
Yeah, so we pride ourselves on our choice programs, and the most powerful choice programs we have is when we partner with a local business. Summer Ridge High School has a construction academy that's really anchored by White's Construction. You know, Jupiter Medical Center is helping us out with our medical programs in the Jupiter schools. So I really feel like that's the best way we can work together, because that's ensuring our students get access to the cutting edge technology, that they're getting hands-on experience, and we can bring that expertise into the classroom. So that's something we're going to continue to build on in the years ahead.
And I think that we need to have that business community coming in and letting us know where we are filling the gaps and where we are not, and let us know how we can continue to grow as educational institutions here in Palm Beach County. Okay, back to Dr. Illes. Kaiser University has a strong focus on practical career outcomes. How do you keep your programs aligned with the business needs, especially when they're shifting so quickly?
Thanks, Erica. Well, I'm going to take Dr. Brown's answer and copy and paste it for you all and just, repeat that. Specifically at Kaiser University, what we would love for you all to be involved in, what's helpful for us to align our programs with businesses, is being part of the advisory board. So you've heard that a lot. No, it's the same answer, but the difference is an active advisory board. Are you meeting more than once or twice a year? Are you participating in other events at the institution? It is really the profession that drives education. I've seen that change versus education driving profession. So again, it's the profession that's driving the education, and we need help from the leaders in the community to make decisions. During our advisory board meetings, we have things that we do like curricular reviews. You may not know the 3000 level, what that means, or you may not understand the components of a student learning outcome, but what you can do is tell us what are the skills that are necessary to be successful in that chosen career path. So becoming an advisory board member, if you're interested, let one of us know on the panel and we can help you out. And another thing is having industry-focused faculty. So there are disadvantages and advantages of everything, but the major advantage of having industry-focused faculty is that they've been there. You know, a wonderful member of our T program is sitting over there. I won't call her out, she might turn all red, but she does our clinical coordinating. She works in the profession. She has a job on outside of the institution, and that is important. You can't stay stagnant, especially in all of these professions, not just allied health, but business, cybersecurity, IT. So there are set standards with, of course, having full-time versus part-time faculty set by our accreditors, but focusing a lot, if you can, on at least the clinical and preceptorships with those type of faculty members.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we're running short on time, so I'm going to make the last two kind of speed questions, so don't take too long answering them. The first question is, and just going back to AI a little bit, what's one part of your current job that you'd gladly hand over to AI, and what is one part you hope stays human? Dr. Parker, you look like you have thoughts.
I want to go first.
Okay, she can.
So AI can continue to write letters, you know, and do like basic things like that. And I would even say we have like years of data that I would like to come together or pull together to make some decisions about predictive learning outcomes. I wouldn't mind them keeping that as well because they can do it faster. Mm-hmm. But the thing that I love, because I have like 2 favorite days of the year, and that's graduation. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like shaking the hands of students and hearing their families cheer as they have achieved their goals and likely the first in their family to earn a college credential. That's the best day of the year, and I'll never give it up.
That's awesome. Wonderful. It truly is. I agree. Dr. Illes.
I'll be quick. I love graduation too. AI can continue to do the repetitive, monotonous work of calendar scheduling, looking at trending analysis, compiling reports year after year, and making a generalized assessment report. That's simplistic stuff. But where it is important to not have it, in my opinion, is that human eccentric leadership model. The intuition, the emotional intelligence needed to mentor, to guide, to coach our students, I don't think that can ever be replaced by AI.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mr. Green.
Yeah, I don't like doing emails. That's the one part of this job. I mean, I probably have about 17 emails I have to do in about the next 10 minutes when I come off the stage. And so I like doing this. I like engaging. I like solving problems. One of the things that we do use AI is that we will put together, in our advocacy efforts in DC in particular, we will put together our narrative about a piece of legislation or a policy initiative and ask AI to come back with potential questions so that we're a little bit better prepared when we go into the room and meet with a member of Congress about what we might get from them. So we utilize it in that way. We also use congressional committee testimony to do kind of an executive summary for us. You know, Congress is now acting in a way where they, you know, drop a 1,200-page bill and decide they're going to vote for it or vote in 72 hours. And, you know, you're trying to figure out, is this going to be harmful or helpful to my institution? So there are really good applications that you can use it for. But in our line of work, it's people being people developing relationships, and there's no substitution for that.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, Mr. Burke, keep it real fast. Go.
When you go last, you know, but email, AI can have it. And I'll hang on to graduations and football games and anything to do with students.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I like going to breakfast. I'm not letting AI get my breakfast. Very last question, and you get 3 words each. And we'll start with you, Mr. Burke, because you just went. I just have to find my page. If you could ask every CEO or business leader in this room, and you can, they're right here, to do one thing to support workforce development in Palm Beach County, what would it be?
Provide more internships.
Yes. screen.
What do you need?
Communication.
I can't think of 3 words quick enough, but I'm going to say again, internships are necessary. So I'm going to say what Mr. Burke said.
Thank you. Dr. Parker.
This is for join a business partnership council. That's 5.
Thank you all so much. Will you all help me in thanking our panel? They were wonderful. We mostly kept on time. Very happy about that.
All right. Hey. All right, so while we're getting the seats moved out of the stage, a fun fact about Digital Vibes. Digital Vibes is a non-profit organization. We are empowering youth throughout Palm Beach County, where we serve thousands of kids throughout Palm Beach County. Digital Vibes is currently at 107 after-school and community-based programs throughout the county. We host the largest kids fitness concert. So we all about getting our kids moving and staying in shape. So we serve about 4,800 at our last concert.
Thank you so much to Digital Vibes. They keep the morning going and so fun. So thank you all very much for that panel. It was a real good time, and I'm so glad we got to talk about the business and AI and the connections to education. Now you get to hear more from one of our panelists, and so I'm quickly going to introduce Mr. Mike Burke. He is the head of the 10th largest school district in the country, and he has been an amazing superintendent for us, formerly our CFO, so he knows where all the money is hidden, so be nice to him. And I'm very proud to have him here. He's going to talk about our state of the schools, and he is going to talk about what you can expect in this upcoming year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Whitfield. Good morning, everybody. To my parents out there, anybody ready to send their children back to school next week? I hope so. Well, we're looking forward to have them return. We're going to roll out the red carpet, and we're excited about the new school year. I've got a presentation for you. If you guys will cue it up, I'm going to try to move along at a good pace here because I know we're on a schedule. This picture right here, just real quick, this is Principal Renee Elf at Boca Raton Elementary and home of the Eagles. And there she is celebrating with the Eagles because they just earned an A rating this year. So good job, Principal Elf. I am going into my 5th year as superintendent. If you can believe that or not, time flies, but this is my 5th year. And that would not be possible without the support of an amazing school board. I've really had the pleasure of working for school board members that always put children first, which makes my job easy. And we've had a lot of, we're collegial, we all get along, and we share the same priorities and goals for our students, so it's been great. And I'd just like to introduce them real quick. The chair of our school board is Ms. Karen Brill. Ms. Brill, would you give a wave, please? Thank you. Our vice chair, Ms. Marsha Andrews. Mr. Matthew J. Lane, Esquire. Miss Virginia Savieto. You heard from Miss Whitfield, but let's say hi again. Hello, Miss Whitfield. And Miss Gloria Branch from down south. And Mr. Edwin Ferguson. Thank you all for your support. We're going to have a great year. And just as a reminder, if you had not heard, we maintained our A rating, which we're really proud about. It's a big deal. And I'd like to take a minute, when you do these presentations, it helps to bring a few friends, some nice, friendly faces to see in the audience. And I was able to bring 110 friends this morning. So could I have all my school principals please stand up? All right. Thank you, school principals. Research, and a lot of research has taught us that the 2 most important variables in student achievement is the teacher in front of them, which makes sense, and right behind that is the school principal. And we have incredible principals in the room here today, and so when I'm bragging about all the things our district does, please know that they really get a big chunk of the credit. But just looking at some of our performance highlights from last school year, we had a large number of A schools. It's a little difficult to read for me from this point, so they're challenging me. But 91% of our schools received an A or B. We had no D or F schools. And we had two schools two schools that jumped from a letter C to an A rating, and I want to highlight them. So in the picture there is Principal Rachel Thomas in the pretty pink dress. That's Pine Jog Elementary. They are now A-rated. Pine Jog, way to go, Ms. Thomas. And then I also want to congratulate Principal Bruce Hightower from Rosenwald Elementary School in South Bay. Way to go, Mr. Hightower. And you know, our district, you heard we're 10th largest. We continue to lead in a lot of areas. And it's not just, you know, rigorous academics is first and foremost, with 71% of our schools A and B. But I'm proud also that we provide comprehensive athletics. We offer every sport recognized by the Florida High School Sports Association. And we had 14 state champions, or championship teams in Palm Beach County last year. And that picture there is the West Boca Raton Bulls, who are 6A high school football champs. And when I meet with my fellow superintendents around the state, believe it or not, this is very important. and I brag about this quite a bit. Dwyer High School was baseball champs last year, so we're well represented. And then our graduation rate is 92.1%. That continues to climb, and it's climbing for all students. When we look at, you know, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, everyone is on the rise. And when we boil that down just to our district-operated high schools, we're at 95.9% graduation rate. So I've got a video for you. Before we talk about what's new for next year, I want to do a little retrospective and show you how the 24-25 school year went down.
2024-2025 was a banner year for the A-rated school district of Palm Beach County. The first day of school was filled with smiles and eager anticipation as students and staff headed back to the classroom at several modernized campuses, including Grove Park Elementary School. Only a few months into the school year, Hurricane Milton brought challenges to our community, but it also brought out the best in Team Palm Beach. School leaders opened shelters, school food service served meals, and even students pitched in to help their neighbors. The Showcase of Schools is one of the best nights of the year, with hundreds of choice programs on display for students to find a pathway for their passions. On Election Day, Palm Beach County showed its unwavering support for our students by passing the half penny for schools. We also welcomed 3 new school board members, Matthew J. Lane in District 1, Virginia Savietto in District 2, and Gloria Branch in District 5. Students' talents shined this year through music and the arts, like the state marching band competitions, and on the athletic field for numerous state titles. Our partners at the Education Foundation of Palm Beach County celebrated a milestone, opening a new 32,000 square foot space to better serve our schools and honor our outstanding staff at the annual Celebrate the Great Awards. Community experiences took students out of the classroom for hands-on learning to some of Palm Beach County's local gems. 2 new therapy dogs, Athena and Leo, quickly became beloved members of our first-rate school police department, offering support and comfort to students and staff. The first Future Makers Forum empowered students to find their voice and use it to problem solve and bring about change on their campuses. We honored our business partners and volunteers that help our schools succeed every day. Looking forward to next school year is the class of 2038. Families learned all that is in store for them during kindergarten kickoff events at our elementary schools. From the littlest dreams to the biggest ones, we capped off the year honoring more than 13,000 high school graduates who earned their right to walk across the stage. The class of 2025 from Dr. Joaquin Garcia High School made history, becoming the school's first graduating class. We have another new state-of-the-art school opening this year as Saddleview Elementary welcomes students for the first time. We're looking forward to another great school year in 2025-2026. The school district of Palm Beach County is your best choice.
All right, nice video. So just some quick stats. With the opening of Saddleview Elementary, we'll be up to 183 schools next year. serving over 30 million meals per school year, and those meals are free. We provide free breakfast and lunch for everyone, so come to school early. It takes about 23,000 employees to run this whole operation, which makes us the largest employer in Palm Beach County, serving those 170,000 students from pre-K to 12th grade. And then we're really proud to have our own fully accredited police department of over 250 sworn officers. We've had that department for 50 years. It's grown considerably, and it was just reaccredited by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and received the highest rating of Excelsior. So we take safety very important. That is our highest priority. You heard a lot about AI with the panel discussion. I'm proud. We're going into our second year with a partnership with the Stiles Nicholson Foundation. They have underwritten half the cost of providing Conmigo to every middle and high school student. So Conmigo is a happy little chatbot that's an individual tutor for students. And the students, it will not just tell the students the answer. In fact, it will not give them the answer, but it will help them work through problems and get them to where they need to be. And what's nice about Conmigo is it's safe. It leverages, it draws its content or its knowledge from the Khan Academy catalog of courses that have been around for several years. Khan Academy is a nonprofit organization that's very reputable, so we feel good about that. And what's cool, we had a strong engagement. I know for our principals, we pushed this on you pretty heavily, but we had 96% of our students that were well engaged using Conmigo, and we saw their test scores come in this spring about 1 to 2 points higher for the students who are really taking advantage of Conmigo. So we're gonna keep that going, thanks to Dr. Nicholson. And then, you saw in the video community experiences. This is part of our strategic plan. One of the things I learned when I became superintendent, I met all these nice people from the Norton and from Kravis, right, where we're sitting here with Miss Quinn, and they said, Mike, we'd love to see more of your kids. We'd like to see more of your students passing through our venues. And what had happened, I think, over the years with high-stakes testing was that teachers were a little more reluctant to bring their kids out. But you know what? We found a way to do it. And when you do it right, you can really punctuate the learning and make things more memorable. So we'll be out and about again this year. The buses will be humming. And we've added for our kindergartners that they'll go to the local library. I want to thank, we've got Mounts Botanical Gardens, the Norton, the Kravis Center. I saw my friend Jeremy Johnson from the Historical Society. They'll be going to the courthouse. And we're out and about, science, nature, social studies. Palm Beach County is rich, and we want our kids to have those opportunities. Okay, I need to thank our Education Foundation. We introduced James earlier. James, thank you. The Ed Foundation, they commissioned an external consultant to come in and review the 330 choice programs I'm always bragging about, to make sure that those programs are staying relevant, that they're in tune with what our business community needs, and they've provided some recommendations I'll be taking to our school board. What we found, though, is you hear a lot about offering opportunities for students, whether it's college, career technical education, apprenticeship. What they found was 56% of the high-wage jobs in Palm Beach County still require a bachelor's degree or higher. And that aligns. About 60% of our kids are heading off to college when they graduate. But we also want to make sure we're offering programs for the other 40% that may not be, at this point in their lives, wanting to jump into a four-year institution. And so that's where you get into jobs that you can get through apprenticeships, working through career technical education, going to Dr. Parker at Palm Beach State for maybe a 2-year degree that gets them into a medical field or cybersecurity. We're really trying to line up our programs to partner with Palm Beach State, to partner with FAU, maybe even partner with Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, I went to Florida State, and I was always told that Florida State was the Harvard of the South. And then I met Mr. Green, and he challenged that notion and said maybe. And then I didn't take him seriously until Vanderbilt beat the Alabama Crimson Tide last season. And I said, hey, I got to pay attention. But anyway, this report's going to help us drive and make sure our programs are staying relevant, and excited about that. Some examples of where we're already doing this in Palm Beach County. Part of that study was they looked at all of our students in choice programs, and they found that 70% of the programs the students had self-selected were in those high-wage areas. So that was a little reaffirming, but we want to do more. But some of those things, IT and engineering, law, healthcare, finance and business with Wall Street South, right? We got to have finance and business, hospitality and tourism, and construction. And I've got a video coming up here. I want to show you one of our graduates. We do these things called senior spotlights, and I brought a couple graduates with me here by video because they are our best spokespeople. So here we go.
We're gonna make sure that these tops are flush with these. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm in the Construction Academy at Seminole Ridge High School, class of 2025. Me and my dad, we've always done projects ever since I was a little kid. We're do-it-ourselves guys. So that's where I started And then Seminole Ridge had a construction academy, and I applied for it when I was in 8th grade, and I got in, and I've loved it ever since. I do feel like this academy has helped me in my actual trade. I work under Casper Electric out of Riviera Beach. I am going to IEC, which is the School for Independent Electrical Contractors. I will start in August, and I am taking the bypass test to skip my first year. This program has definitely helped me because in the construction trade, you're never just your one trade. You always have to do more than one. 22 and 5/16 over here. It feels good. It feels nice to know that I do have a plan and I know what I want to do and I enjoy what I do.
All right, pretty cool, right? Smart young man. All right, so at Palm Beach County Schools, we want to make sure we offer everything. You saw our athletic championships. We also are big on the arts. We heard from a Dreyfus student earlier with the national anthem. And I want to share one more senior spotlight from Jaden.
Love is not love, which all love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds.
Hello, my name is Jaden. I am class of 2025 at Palm Beach Lakes High School. This high school has definitely been a welcoming experience. All the teachers and staff are like super personal. They really get to talk to you. They really want to like know you and know your passions and dreams. And that's kind of what wound me up in theater. I got into theater as like a little boy. It started to build from there. I joined the program. I became the vice president of the club. And from there, it's been production after production.
Heaven is here.
What do I like about being on stage? I think it's just the raw expression and how it allows people to be brought together. It's amazing, like we've had such wonderful people come and see our program and appreciate our arts, and it's inspired us to keep on building from where we are. I went to the ESU National Shakespeare Competition not too long ago. I won People's Choice, which is very nice. One thing about theater that I love so much is the sense of community, so I try to bring it like everywhere I go. After being in New York City and seeing Broadway, I think I want to be on Broadway. I get to express myself all the time on stage. It's super fun, and you can't go wrong with it, you know?
All right, so some people are surprised to hear that we actually also educate 20,000 plus adult learners. So we are with you from pre-K all the way into adulthood, and we do a lot of things. We have a CDL program out at West Tech. They can get you CDL certified and tested right there at the site in the Glades. We've got all the trades you expect, electrical, welding, plumbing, all of that, healthcare professions, and then academic for students that are adults that may want to go back and get their GED or their high school diploma or learn English. We offer those services as well. And you heard in the video about the class of 2038s coming in. Those are incoming kindergartners. We've worked hard to really make it easy for families to register and welcome them, and the principals provide tours, get to meet the teacher. And when I hear class of 2038, I think of two things. Mike, you better eat better and start exercising. So, all right. And we're not just welcoming kindergartners. We have a welcome center at the district office, and we have a team led by Dr. Patricia Ordonez, and they make sure that all of our families have the resources and support they need to navigate the system, to get registered. So thank you, Dr. Ordonez. And this picture here shows that they're not afraid to leave the office. This was at Fiesta del Pueblo in Green Acres, and they were out, helping families, just meeting them where they are. It's a great job. And then I got a couple of facts I want to share. I'm the former CFO, so I got to hit you with the fiscal reality. Florida is 46 in education spending per student, right? So that's pretty pitiful. And I'm really pleased to be in Palm Beach County because thanks to you all and our voters, we've been able to sustain referendums that supplement our funding. So when you're 46 in this, based on our state, in Palm Beach County, we elevate ourselves to the mid-30s. So we're talking like South Carolina money now. And that's made possible by you. And we just please supporting us. Keep supporting us. One more fact. You've probably heard a lot about, we've had a few years now, universal vouchers where every family can get their public tax dollars and take it to a private school regardless of their income. And that has led to exponential growth in vouchers. About 70% of those vouchers went to students that were already sitting in private schools. But that's 500,000 kids across the state that are now basically being funded through the public school funding. So it is putting strain on the budget. The vouchers now represent about $3.8 billion. If that money had just gone to teacher salaries, we could have raised teacher pay 20% for our traditional district-operated public schools. But anyway, it's all about choice, and we're working hard to compete and make sure that we live up to our motto to be your best choice. And you can see we're holding our own. Then this stack bar, and this is for our Gator fans, the blue section represents your district schools. The orange is charter schools. Charter schools kind of peaked around 22,000 kids and are actually coming down. And then the vouchers is where you see it growing, you know, from 15 to 24 to expected 30,000 students next year in Palm Beach County will have a voucher. All right, but that said, we are still the biggest game in town. We are the most important, I would argue, and we are serving 76% of the students in Palm Beach County go to our district-operated public schools. Public education is the cornerstone of our democracy, so our work is incredibly important, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing here. And let's see, we saw a little bit about Saddleview in the video. This is going to be a beautiful school. This is out in the Arden, and I can tell you all is good in the Agri-Hood. Principal Dwan Ross Moore is going to have the school ready to go on Monday, and it really kind of caters to the environment. They've got solar panel fields, butterfly gardens, hydroponic plant system, agricultural planter beds, so that's cool. And then we renovated and completely rebuilt an older school, Winbrook, home of the Wildcats, and Principal Gina North will be ready to go. This is a beautiful campus. It's nestled in a little neighborhood, and I'm really proud of the fact that Mr. Joe Sanchez and his team, when they rebuilt the school, were able to save 12 mature oak trees. So they're going to have some shade for the kids, which will help them beat the heat. And then I think I've got another video for you. You know, one of my favorite things to do as superintendent is to get out and work alongside my fellow members of Team Palm Beach and learn more about what they do. So I have a brief video to share with you that kind of looks back at some of the jobs they gave me last year. Excellent. This is going to be a fun day. We're here at Dr. Joaquin Garcia High School, home of the Bulldogs, and I got to spend some time with the Army Junior ROTC program. I have the utmost respect for these cadets. It's a very honorable and noble cause, and this program's preparing them for it.
Mama, mama, can't see. Mama, mama, can't see. What this Army does to me. What this Army does to me. How you doing, sir?
Good, Mr. Velez. Thanks for letting me hang out with you today. I'm here with the Palm Beach Lakes Ram Regiment Band, one of the best bands in the land, and they were kind enough to let me hang out and teach me a few things today. You know, I thought I had more rhythm, but just simple things like marching and keeping to the beat proved to be a little challenging for me, and then I started picking up as I go along.
Today we're going to have a fun morning.
Well, this is a great day at H.L. Johnson Elementary School. It's Valentine's Day, and I'm in Mrs. Seaver's VPK class. Is this me or is this you? You. That's me? That's pretty good resemblance. I think instilling that love for learning as early as possible, and then building students' confidence so that when they get to kindergarten, they're kindergarten ready. And they're not behind and they don't have to catch up, and they can blaze a trail through the rest of their education. You ready? Okay. This is a beautiful day out in our Glades region. All right, I got a job to do here. I'm with a group of students from Lakeshore Middle School, the Road Runners, and we've teamed up with our school food service team and RC Hatton Farms. This is something I thought would be really cool. I was invited to come out with you all to see where the food really comes from, right? From the farm to the table, and in this case, our cafeteria tables. Those look sharp. I got my own on, so thank you. We're at MacArthur State Park with Palm Beach Gardens high school students from their ACE Marine Science class and also the Marine Biology class. This is what Florida's all about. It's nice to see it in its natural state. These Earth Day editions are special. To see the students develop that appreciation for nature is really rewarding to me. And I want our students to realize that Palm Beach County is an amazing place to live, and they get to see more of it through these experiences. We're at beautiful Panther Run Elementary School, and I'm having the opportunity to work alongside one of our dedicated volunteers, Ms. Wallert. I think people will share my appreciation for our volunteers when they get to see the impact they're having in our schools. Did you watch Burke What?
No, I was planning to watch it today.
When you get the time, check it out. All right, thank you. Can we go back just one slide, one last request. Our Education Foundation is doing their Stuff the Bus on Thursday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Okeechobee Boulevard in front of the Office Depot. And so gather up those school supplies on your tables and bring them down to the bus on Thursday and help us out. We're going to make sure the Ed Foundation is providing over about 30,000, I think exactly, backpacks next year to help kids make sure they have everything they need for a great school year. I appreciate your time and attention, and we're going to have an awesome school year. Thank you.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, I think you have a clone roaming around somewhere because anything that has to do with leveling up our community, Mr. Burke is right there front and center. Give it up one more time for our superintendent, everybody. All right, up next, please help me welcome to the stage Palm Beach County School Board member, Virginia Saviento. Okay. Come on. Hey.
Buenos dias. Good morning. So first, I want to thank all of my principals, all of the principals, but thank you for being here. This is a place to be. Dr. Thomas, you're celebrating your 25th anniversary, and you are here. That's commitment. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you to the Welcome Center. Dr. Ordóñez, this is the place to be also because you, the business community, need to come and connect with them. And they are the ones that are going to help you to be part of our community and know what we need. But before we close, I want to thank Michael Zeff. Michael, muchísimas gracias de corazón for the honor of introducing a special group of students from Palm Beach County International Spanish Academy, a program that beautifully reflects the values we strive in our schools and our community. Developed in partnership with the Ministry of Education of Spain and the School District of Palm Beach County, this program provides a true bilingual, bicultural education, preparing students not just to succeed in the classrooms, but to thrive in an increasingly global economy. It's a powerful example of how education creates opportunity, how we support our families by embracing culture and language, and how collaboration from Spain to South Florida and from Mexico to Argentina, where I was born, helps our students dream bigger. Today's performance celebrates that richness. Please join me in welcoming the talented students of the Okeechobee Middle School International Spanish Academy in District 2. Señor Uribe, take it away. Come on.
Ready? ¿Listos? Good morning, everybody. Buenos días a todos. Vamos a disfrutar la música de España. We are going to enjoy the Spain music. Thank you very much for having us. How to play this? Okay.
Somos la única tuna Kikili, la mejor de las tunas de toda la nación. Somos la tuna, cantamos, bailamos, tocamos alegres y siempre con amor. Somos la única tuna Kikili, la mejor de las tunas en toda la nación. Somos la tuna, cantamos, bailamos, tocamos alegres y siempre con amor. Vamos hoy a tocar en esta linda canción, como estar en la tuna, es una cocina con toda emoción. Entregar los momentos tocando instrumentos con una sensación. En la tuna hay amistad, esa es nuestra verdad. Somos todos unidos y como en familia es una hermandad. Somos todos unidos y como en familia una felicidad. Somos la única tuna Okeechobee, la mejor de las tunas en toda la nación. Somos la tuna, cantamos, bailamos, tocamos alegres y siempre con amor. Somos la única tuna Okeechobee, la mejor de las tunas en toda la nación. Somos la tuna, cantamos, bailamos, tocamos alegres y siempre con amor.
Please give a round of applause to our students from Okehilly Middle School. All right, now, so that concludes the first part of our program. So anybody who's not wishing to stay for the second part can feel free to leave, please, quickly and quietly. And as we move into the second segment of today's program, I want to take a quick moment to highlight something at the core of our mission, which is partnership. The strength of our local schools is directly tied to the strength of our business community and vice versa. When we support education, we invest in the talent, innovation, and leadership that will shape the future of Palm Beach County. The next portion of our program is for our principals and for any of our business leaders that would like to stay and be part of it, but I encourage you to stay with us if you'd like to. You'll hear from several outstanding organizations that are not just talking about supporting public education, they're doing it. My hope is that these stories spark ideas, inspire action, and remind us all that when the business community shows up for school, everyone benefits. So, to begin, I'm going to give everybody just a second to move out quietly. To begin, please join me in welcoming Katie Thompson, the President and CEO of Junior Achievement of the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast, to the stage.
All right, good morning. Hopefully it wasn't something I said already or me. Thank you. I love you guys too. All right, so I'm Katie Thompson. I'm the very proud president and CEO of Junior Achievement of the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast. And it's really special to be here with you all this morning, to see so many people that support our schools, to see our principals out here this morning, our district leaders. We're very grateful to work with all of you so that we can support workforce readiness in our community. This is one of my favorite times of year. I love speaking during this time because the first day of school is truly something magical, and we're grateful to be a part of it. But today, I wanted to recognize and speak about our partnership with the School District of Palm Beach County, because one word comes to mind when I think about that partnership, and that is thriving. I'm very, very proud to say that Junior Achievement of the Palm Beaches and Treasure Coast this past school year served 100 of our Palm Beach County schools, and we are growing each and every year. And by served, I mean that we brought in essential programs in career readiness, workforce readiness, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. So not only preparing students for what's out there, but preparing them to be collaborative thinkers, to be great employees later down when they graduate from our fabulous Palm Beach County schools. We also are proud to say that we brought in over 975 volunteers into our schools, truly helping to bridge the gap between our business community and our school community. Last year, we also took a very bold leap in partnership with Palm Beach State College. We brought all juniors and seniors to their local Palm Beach State campus, where we had them explore hands-on careers available to them right here in our community, because a student without a goal and a student without a pathway after they graduate is a student that we don't want in our community. We want to make sure that every student that graduates knows what's available to them, knows the support that's here, understands their career path, and understands how to be a collaborative thinker, which is exactly what we're doing at Junior Achievement. So I did want to share one of my favorite things about doing these career exploration fairs are watching light bulbs go off. It is truly something special to watch a student walk up to a business partner, make a connection, and say, I never knew that career path existed, or wow, I didn't know I could do that right here in Palm Beach County. And it's really a gift to be able to serve our schools, and we couldn't do that without you. I had one student walk up to me who, after a business partner said, I just changed everything I wanted to do. I had no idea that this was available. And the business partner said, how do we get more kids like this? Well, the good news is we have plenty of opportunities at Junior Achievement for you to do just that. This year, because maybe we're a little bit crazy, and so is Cacti Ballpark at the Palm Beaches for saying yes to us, but we will be serving all 15,000 eighth graders in Palm Beach County schools, giving them career hands-on experience by over 100 vendors. We're going to do that thanks to we needed a large venue, and Cacti Ballpark at the Palm Beaches said, yep, we're in. They will be hosting all 15,000 eighth graders for us, but we can't do that without your support. So if you're a business owner, if you want to share your story and talk to students, we would love to welcome you to that event. And this is really a game changer for us. It's not just for our students, but for our business community, understanding exactly what's in our schools and how we can help. We truly need people like you so that our students can learn to network, they can understand their career possibilities, and that they can learn what's out there, from the trades to careers in AI and everything in between. So if you want to turn some light bulbs on with students like we do every day at Junior Achievement, come talk to me, or there's plenty of our teammates here today as well. We would love to put you in a classroom, put you in front of students, and help to spark bright futures for all of our students here in Palm Beach County. Grateful for your support and look forward to a fabulous school year. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Our next presenter, he came all the way from the Andrea C. Cameron Foundation, and it's my man. Give it up for Johnny Hubbard.
Oh, I love a good audience. Good morning, everybody. Oh, we can do better than that. Good morning, everybody. All right, well, my name's Johnny Hubbard, former teacher at Jupiter Community High School, but now I'm at the Andrea C. Cameron Foundation as their executive director, and I just wanted to bring to you some news that we have some upcoming new things for Palm Beach County students. Our theme this year is Be You. We want our students to only thrive in where they want to be. We don't want to push them into an avenue that they don't want to belong into. We want them to be themselves. Last year, we served 1,200 students in Palm Beach County. That was after school events, after their football games, basketball games, and things like that. And we have 33 full ride tuition scholars through Palm Beach County, and they're all public school students. This year, we're offering SAT prep for the fall. If you have seniors that need support, give us a call. We'll get them hooked up. We're also offering the Andrea's Fellows program, where we're going to be kicking off with ethical leadership. We have some great individuals that are going to be a part of that. Applications open September 1st. Major moves, if the kids need help with FAFSA, any support with getting into school or college and career, we're here to support them as well with our partnership through Palm Beach State. We do have our scholarship open. If you would like to serve on our panel to select the next individuals to be on that group of 33, we would love to have you. We give away full ride tuition scholarship through Florida Prepaid Partnership. And if you like to boogie on down, we have our gala in 2026, January the 31st, at the Hilton West Palm. And we also have our golf classic that's going to happen, our first one in November. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much, and a happy, healthy school year.
Yeah, that was my man Johnny Hubbard from the Andrea C. Foundation. Up next is the sales director for I Think Financial. On the stage, give it up for my man Jeff Fine.
Thank you for having me. Vanderbilt University waitlisted me in 1987. And I've been waiting 40 years for someone to come down here and take some personal responsibility for that. So today's a very gratifying day. My name is Jeffrey Fine. I'm the sales director of I Think Financial. And let me go forward. One of my favorite days of every school year is when I go to Miss Blackman's classroom at West Riviera Elementary. And we line up all the kids, and we have a school-ready day, we call it, and we give them all their supplies. We take them shopping one by one, and they get all their supplies for the school year. And every time I leave a day like that, I feel grateful to be a tiny part of something so much larger than myself. But I also feel frustrated that we even have to do things like that, because every kid should have a fair chance at a great education, and we know it's not always like that, and it's not fair. So that is why I Think Financial, we try to support education throughout the school year. And I think that the most important way we do that is we really try to support our teachers. And we have dozens of partner schools throughout the county of all levels, and we go there on their teacher appreciation days, and we go there on their teacher work days, or whenever they ask us to come out, and we tell them how the credit union can help the teachers. And for example, every time a teacher joins the credit union, we look at their car loan right away to see if we can refinance it to a lower rate to save them money. And we look at their credit card balances to see if we can refinance those to a lower rate right away to save them money. And those things are good for anybody, but for a teacher who's going into his or her own pocket, for our kids to have an excellent school year, I don't think there's a lot that we do at the credit union that's much better than that. And then, once they're a member of the credit union, we help them with all their other financial goals. We help them save for their own kids to be able to go to college someday. We help them learn about buying their first house and give them their first mortgage. And then we also have retirement planning. Those are all things that we do. We're a large credit union, so we have a 3-person community development team. This is all they do. They're sitting over there at that table, along with the managers from all around the county, and they spend all their days working with our school partners and our business partners and our nonprofit partners to make sure their employees are reaching their goals. So, if you are one of the schools with whom we already work, I promise you we will continue to support you. And if you're a school with whom we do not work yet, I hope you will reach out to me, and together we will find a plan to support your employees. I want to thank our community development team. They brought a whole truck full of supplies that they dropped off in the lobby for the Education Foundation of Palm Beach County. And lastly, I want to thank my good buddies, Michael Zaff and Belinda Ocasio, for putting together this nice day this morning for all of us and inviting I Think Financial to be a part of it. And letting me come up here to say to all our educators, we love you and we support you, and this county could never be the same without you. So I hope you have a good school year. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Financial is definitely a tremendous community impact partner. So thank you, Jeff Fine, for everything that you do to better our community. All right, up next, all the way from Cloud Labs Learning, give it up for Vivian Martinez.
So glad the room cleared out a bit. I was a bit nervous. So, good morning. My name is Vivian Martinez, and I'm the former bilingual ESL supervisor of the Jersey City Public School System in New Jersey. It is one of the most ethnically diverse districts in the state, and I want to talk to you today of how we implemented Cloud Labs Learning in our district. So we found that Cloud Lab Learning made a profound, significant difference in the impact of our science education throughout the district for all our learners, including our multilingual learners. With the implementation of Cloud Labs, we saw a 23% growth of science proficiency, 40% growth of STEM lab vocabulary mastery, 34% increase in lab report completion, and 70% of increase in lab presentations. First and foremost, this is not just another piece of tech ed. It is a fully immersive, interactive experience. Students are actively engaged in experiments, manipulating variables, drawing conclusions, just like they would in a physical lab setting. But the critical point is that some schools don't have that physical lab setting or the time to enforce and implement the labs, so on a consistent basis. So one of the key features that made this platform effective was the seamless access students logged in to perform and participate in the lab experiments. But this platform truly shines is in the support of English and Spanish language acquisition. Many of our bilingual and dual language students often struggle in science, not because of the concepts, but because of the language-heavy nature of the content. Thank you. Cloud Lab helps that gap and delivers the science instruction in a way that reinforces academic vocabulary in both languages. Students aren't just learning, they're acquiring language at the same time. There is a need for visual and accessible STEM content in today's classrooms. We know that students today are visual learners. Cloud Labs leverages that reality by presenting complex concepts throughout gamified scenarios, animation, data, and dashboards, and real-time simulations. Instruction is scaffolded for all learners, including those who benefit from multimodal learning strategies. The platform was intentionally embedded into our curriculum. The students weren't just visiting a lab as a novelty. It was embedded into their daily instructions. Teachers aligned labs with their unit objectives and assigned them strategically at points in the lessons. So the student data was used to report for further drive instruction. The use of Cloud Labs platform builds a future-ready skills. Students are gaining exposure to coding, data analysis, problem solving. This type of learning is essential for students with AI-driven economy. They're not just memorizing facts, they're learning to think critically, using digital tools, as well as effectively communicating their findings. This platform removes access barriers, supports learning, embeds rigorous labs into the classroom and beyond. You will see improvement in your student engagement, strong academic vocabulary, and students who are excited to learn about science. Ultimately, that's what the platform wants you to see, and that is where the students best are prepared for where they're going. Thank you, and I wish you a successful 25-26 school year.
Yes, that was my girl, Miss Vivian Martinez. With everything that starts, there's always an ending. And with this phenomenal program to close us up is our President, CEO, Michael Zeff.
Cool. So just as we wrap up today, I want to thank all of you for being a part of this very important conversation. Thank you to our outstanding panelists who were a part of it and our local businesses for their presentation and the work that you're doing to support our schools. I want to thank Superintendent Burke for allowing us to do this, to have you all here, and to have this added section of the program. So thank you very much. On behalf of the Chamber, thank you again. We wish all our students, teachers, principals, and families a successful and inspiring school year. Thanks for joining us. We'd love to make this an annual thing. Have a great day and a great school year.